We're here at Oaten Quay on the banks of the River Tamar, where there used to be 3 salmon netsmen seine netting for salmon on the River Tamar. Back in 2019 they brought in a bylaw to ban the last 3 netsmen from taking any salmon out of the River Tamar. Now, we was only allowed 23 a year each boat, and the last 3 years we always caught our 23 salmon, where they said there was no salmon left in the River Tamar for us to catch. So it seems a very unjust bylaw for the River Tamar when rod fishermen can still carry on catching salmon on rod and line up in the higher reaches of the Tamar. They classed the river as probably at risk for salmon, so they banned the 3 netsmen. But surely, if the river is probably at risk, which I disagree with, then everyone should have been stopped from taking salmon, including rod and line. It seems a very unfair law, but I fought it and could not do nothing about it. Because when you're up against environmental agency people who are rod and line people themselves, it becomes very difficult. So this video is just a bit of history of the net fishery, what is no longer here on the River Tamar. I've already put up pictures of fish shearing, and I do hope that one day a netsman would be allowed back here to fish, to net salmon. And the netting for salmon was all done by hand, no machinery, and it was a small little rowing boat. So it was old-fashioned fishing, which has been going on this estuary for 400 years or more, taken away in one foul swoop. And we mustn't forget that 20% of salmon caught on a rod and line die from the stress caused by being pulled in and reeled around and played on a rod. So I find it hard to believe, if the river is classed as possibly at risk, no one should be taking salmon. Why is it the wealthy can carry on catching salmon when the river is probably at risk? It seems very unfair and very unjust. Thanks for listening. River Tamar, June 29th, 23.